Can you hear me now? Is that coming through? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Jason, let me know. What's going on with that then? All good now? Yes, game sounds coming through? I'll crank the game sounds up a little bit. So yes, hello. I did say hello to everybody in the chat. So Jason's here, Dougie is here. We have got a new chatter as well, MTA Chronicle creator, hello. I assume you're Sour from the Dovetail community and the TrainSim World community as well that I was chatting to earlier. Welcome, welcome. We're just watching that 313 go round to Hove and stationed out to the west there. We are in the Javelin tonight. I found this service here. It's a rail tour, so we're going to get stuck in on that. I'm going to set up on the keyboard very quickly. Like so. Unlock the doors. And I guess, really, I should give you a bingo as well. If you're not familiar with the bingo card, here it is. We'll clear it off. All except a few. No, I don't have tech issues because we've removed those because they happen so often. Don't have overshoot. Can't blame Jason. Haven't shut the doors. Clear the board. You do get an I was here. I have been on this route. I used to live near Brighton, so this is a very familiar area for me. Right, lock the doors then. We'll go to the Xbox screen so you can see. I just finished this one before you went live. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I was having a look through the timetable and saw that there was a Javelin on there as a list of trains. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. We'll have a go with that. So we are semi-fast, only stopping at Lewis and then I assume straight on to Eastbourne. Yeah. The evening spatter, said Jason. Thank you. Brilliant. So we've got the Gatwick Express services stabled up as well. Non-stop to Lewis, yeah. And then Eastbourne, yeah. I'll put both headphones on, then I can hear the game sound properly. Past London Road. You don't call it Lewis. Oh, is it a go via? Oh, it is go via. Yes, quite right. So accelerating all the way up to 55 and then onwards to 70. I'm pretty sure these buildings are new. I don't remember there being quite so many buildings in the original route. All of these houses and things. They were on the original route. Ooh. It's crept over the speed limit slightly, but it looks like they've just been given a little bit of an overhaul. Todd 4 and all that. So, all good. Oh. I got caught out by whatever the system is. Have I? Have I been caught out by it? No, I'm good. Be right back. Yeah, no worries. Nightbot is giving it beans tonight as well. Oh, we've had a fun afternoon, haven't we, on the Discords and things. That guy was an interesting guy. If you were on the Discords earlier, there was a young lad, I assume a lad anyway, giving it some beans and just being obnoxious. Interesting. Yeah. Anyway, it's gone now. So accelerate up to 70, 4.9 miles to, oh, where did that 40 come from? Temporary speed restriction, right. Okay. I didn't even notice that. There we go. We do have, I think we have train faults turned on. We set them to low, but they are on. And then, of course, the other various random events and things as well. We're passing through Falmer now. Of course, the home of Brighton and Hove Albion. Just there on the right hand side. There's a 171. Yeah. This will be an interesting run. One of the many rail tours available on the route. We need to get down to 55. We're not going to do it in time for the marker. We weren't far off. And then of course we need to get down to 10 mile an hour as we go through Lewis. One of Jason's favourites. So we're going via Lewis, but we've still got a red signal. Not sure why, but we'll find out. There we go. Gone green now. Camera was doing weird things. The train's so long it's taking forever to clear the speed signs and then be able to accelerate. Blimey, it was sunny when I left. Only went to get the factor 50. Yeah, it was sunny when we left Brighton, yeah. do fully expect it to start raining any second. It really wouldn't surprise me. There is a very nice bit of countryside here, but you can't see it because the clouds have rolled in. Oh, I don't know what happened there. There's the countryside. The clouds have literally just vanished. Just like that. And we're now rolling through the East Sussex countryside. I don't remember there being a river there. If there was, then it certainly looks better now than it did before. Yeah, no, I think there has always been a river there. Dynamic weather is balked. That's one way of putting it. Yeah. I've got the throttle full open, and I'm stuck at around 80 mile an hour. I should be doing, well, anywhere up to 90. Third rail, that's the problem. wonder if the yellow flowers on the trackside are seasonal. I don't know that they're daffodils, but you know, maybe they represent daffodils or something similar. No, I wasn't ready for that speed reduction. Nice speed stretch, yeah. No, I don't think they're daffodils. I think there's something similar, but definitely not daffodil. They don't look the right shape. I'm looking too much at the flowers. Should be concentrating on driving the trains. I just pressed the thing for it. I preempted the magnet. For the crossing at Polegate. Ah, yes. Yeah, it's been ages since I've run this route. I forgot there was a crossing at Polegate. But you know, when they update the routes and things, it's always a good reason to go back. Go back to old favourites. This used to be a favourite of mine. I think Jason and I ran it a lot back in the day. Yeah, there's the crossing. Passing through Polegate now. We need to get down to 35. Some workmen just hanging around, not doing actual work. And yet somehow the work always manages to get done eventually. You never see them actually doing anything, and yet somehow the job gets completed. One thing I didn't do was turn that on. Don't even think you can on this, can you? No, I don't think it works on this one. I know there is a contact signal. No. Back up to 70 for a bit then, and then down to 55. We're 3 miles away from Eastbourne now. Don't throw it into the buffers. Yeah. We've done that before. We've gone through the buffers. Now, do we have any announcements as we approach? I haven't heard anything yet. There are no announcements on this particular unit. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Still haven't heard any announcements. I think they're train dependent rather than route dependent, aren't they? There's a class 700 in Eastbourne. It's good to see those included. It would be nice to get a update on Brighton Main Line and have those included on that line as well, but Brighton Main Line is a tricky one anyway. It's had its fair share of problems over its lifespan. Three 7.7s. Not a bad start. I'm happy with that. Loads of room. Welcome to Eastbourne, is it? There we go. That's our first service done. We'll go to timetable. We'll dive back to the timetable. We'll pick something else. Maybe we'll do a run from Eastbourne to Brighton on one of the other units, and then we'll do a Brighton to Seaford. We've got plenty of time. We're all right. Let's have a look at the class 171. We'll pick that one. Ashford International to Brighton. There we go. That will do. Apologies, I'm just having a quick drink while that loaded in. There we go, right. 1 Golf 10, Ashford International to Brighton, as far as Eastbourne to Brighton itself. Let's look at our stops. We are stopping at Polegate, Southram Junction, go via Lewis and Brighton. Semi-fast on this run. Let's get set up. Our unit here. I'm just going to quickly see if I can find one of the station cats. It's over there. Just spotted it. There we are. That cat is called Pip, apparently, and I don't know whether the tag is a hint about Thomas the Tank Engine. But there we go. That's Pip the cat at Eastbourne. Do we have to get out and collect them or something? I don't know. Should we have a look? We'll jump out quickly. We'll go and say hello to the cat properly. Hello. Right. There we go. I don't know if they've changed the collectibles or anything. I did see... No, I don't know if they've changed any of the collectibles on the route. Okay, well, there we are. Let's jump back onto our train, which is over there. Pretty sure I've done most of the route tasks on this. I'm at the wrong end of the train. I'm just going to do this. There we go. That was quicker. Collectibles remain the same. Yeah, I thought so. It's just the cats that were added, wasn't it? Yeah, right, let's shut that door. And shut those doors as well. And I'm aware I have just given you a bingo. Ooh. There we go. And we're away. Onwards to Polegate. Our first stop. The 171's not a bad unit. I think it's alright. I don't remember ever travelling on a 171 on Southern. Yeah. Very rare that I ever travelled further than Brighton though, to be honest. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they had them. They must have. They're in the game. They're based on real life, so yeah. I can't say I ever travelled on one. If I did, I don't remember. Anyway. One 71728 is the unit today. collectibles. Not collectibles, announcements. I don't know why I said collectibles.
This is Holgate. This train is the Southern service to Brighton, calling at Lewes and Brighton. The next station is Lewes.
Let's lock our doors.
Welcome aboard the Southern
Whoa,
service
hello. Just run over a load of
calling
passengers.
at Lewes and Brighton. The next
Somebody needs to
station
just
is
clip that.
Lewes.
Typical Southern customer service, that is. So we've got to go via the junction at Sotherham, and then onwards to Brighton itself. Thank you, Jason. The fog is back. You hear the rails singing. That's a great sound. Just love it. You've improved the sound of the 171, which is great. slow down a little bit. Sailed right through that temporary speed restriction. Didn't even realise it was there. Either I've lost connection to YouTube or something else has gone horribly wrong. It's not giving me any data. Still working here? Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's just completely died and saying that there's no one here. I don't know what happened there. I think it glitched for a little while. So I'm a bit quiet, having to mod 2 streams at once. No, why? Who else is live tonight? I know I know Matt Peddleton's been doing stuff, hasn't he, this weekend? Charity stream with Matt, the modder who was meant to be on tonight, pulled a muscle in their back. Oh, not good. That's not good at all. We don't want that. Yeah, no, I thought Matt was doing something this weekend. I forgot that he was going to still be going today as well. I'm probably going to spat here. Yeah, that's happening. There we go. It's the Game Blast charity stream he does annually. I thought he did that later in the year, but you know, maybe it's not later in the year. I don't know. I know he does it every year. But for some reason, I thought it was later in the year. Yeah, so we've just spat. There we are, right. Let's go back to the timetable. We'll run a 377 or 313 service to Seaford. Or something like that. We'll see how we get on. We've got an hour remaining. Thank you, Jason. So we've got the 3772 and the 3774. Apparently there was a Class 700 service as well. They're very short services. Oh, no, 18 minutes mileage accumulation run. Oh, okay, fair enough. And then we've got various other things as well. It's got the Scotsman there. The 3774 is the newer one. Is that it? What we want, of course, is that one, because that does the services to Seaford. Quite into Seaford. We'll go later in the day, I think. Somewhere around there. And then we'll see about doing a 3774 service as well if we have time. I'm sure we will. I knew I was going to get a warning. I got a warning in the official Dovetail Discord for sharing a link for somebody to the channel. It took them long enough to tell me not to do it, but yeah, whatever. The link was there. It brought the people that needed to be brought across to the channel. So hello, welcome. Apologies if you saw me get a telling off. No self-promotion. Okay, make me an ambassador then. To be blunt about it, you know, I've been doing this for years, and you still refuse. So, you know, that's on you. Okay, right, moving on. Let's get the headlights on. Yeah, it's strict, no self-promotion in there. No, only people allowed to promote are ambassadors. It's a bit, yeah. Um, I mean, I've shared my thoughts on it before, Jason. Honestly, you know, Dovetail are aware of what I do. They know I've been doing it for a long time. It's they could support smaller channels, but they choose not to. So, you know, what can you do? What can you do? They've got channels in there that, as ambassadors, you know, that do deserve it. You're allowed to stick it in mine. That's absolutely fine. I shall do that from now on. That's not a problem. Most people who are in the official Discord are in yours anyway. Wow, that sounded. You're allowed to stick it in mine. That only sounded wrong in your head, but now I've said it out loud, it does sound wrong. You're quite right. But yeah. Wow, the AWS was going off, and I didn't even hear it in the cab. That's interesting. Now I do, but I didn't before. So yeah, we are in a class 313 now, heading out to Seaford. I know Jason doesn't like these units.
Welcome aboard the Southern Service to Seaford, Moulscombe, Falmer, Lewis,
There we go.
New Haven Town, New Haven Harbour, Bishopston and Seaford.
Did it even say calling at? It didn't say calling at, it just
The
said
next
the
station
stations.
is London Road.
I don't believe it said calling at. If it did, then fair enough, but I didn't hear it. I don't know.
We are now approaching London Road.
The draw distance seems further as well. Just generally. I think that is the case though, isn't it? It has been included, improved.
This is London Road.
Dun, 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 dun. Let's lock our doors. I'm also aware I need to give you a bingo for the SPAD, which I haven't done. There we go.
Welcome aboard the Southern Service to Seaford, calling at Moulscombe, Falmer, Lewis, New Haven Town, New Haven Harbour, Bishopston and Seaford.
There we go. I did hear the calling out then.
The next station is Moulsecoomb. We are now approaching Moulsecoomb.
The brakes on these are useless.
This is Moulsecoomb. This train is the southern.
And now I can kind of understand why Jason dislikes these units so much. The brakes are shocking.
Welcome aboard the Southern Service to Seaford, calling at Falmouth, Lewis, New Haven Town, New Haven Harbour, Bishopston and Seaford. The next station is...
It really is. You're correct.
We are now approaching Falmouth. Falmer.
I stopped too short then. I'm either slightly overhanging
Train is the
the
Southern
platform
service
or
to Seaford. The next
I'm stopping
station
short of the
is
stop marker
Lewis.
because it's really hard to gauge what the brakes are going to do. At least you stopped. A rare occasion that. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. I wish I could say you were wrong, but no.
Welcome aboard the Southern service to Seaford, calling at Lewis, New Haven Town, New Haven Harbour, Bishopston and Seaford. The next station is Lewis.
Remembering that I have to slow down for Lewis, of course. I'm sitting here just enjoying the descent and holding it at 55, forgetting that I need to go down to 10 mile an hour. Right.
We are now approaching Lewis. is Lewis.
How's that for a perfect stop? I'm pleased with that.
This train is the southern service to Seaford. The next station is New Haven Town.
Could be better, I suppose. It says wait till 10:58, yet we've got a green. I'm half tempted to depart anyway, but we'll follow the instructions. We've got a few minutes to just have a quick look at Lewis for the station cap. Fast to New Haven now. New Haven Town, New Haven Harbour, Bishopstone, and then Seaford. Yeah, pretty much fast. Let's see if we can locate the cat. My guess would it be up there somewhere, but I can't get up there without going into 8 camera. It's in the concourse. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's in the concourse. Oh, there it is. So what one have we got here? We have got Finn. Finn? There we are. That's 2 we've spotted. So if you haven't found them yourself, we've spotted 2 so far this evening. We'll try and spot them as we go. We didn't look for Molescombe and Falmer and London Road. I wasn't thinking about it actually, but yeah, we'll try and spot the next ones as we go. The doors are shut. We're basically ready to go. See, Lewis and Brighton would be interesting stations to have the dispatcher scenarios. So you know, if you've played Riviera, there's a scenario on there where you're dispatcher. There are several stations I could think of that would be interesting places to have that as a mode.
Welcome aboard the southern service to Seaford.
I'd like to see them develop the dispatcher mode a little bit. Guard mode I've played, but it's not something I would play a lot of. But dispatcher mode, yeah, definitely. You're doing tasks and things around the platform as you wait for trains to come in, and then dispatching them off. I know that there's like, you know, SimRail and stuff has got other modes in that, but having played SimRail, I didn't enjoy it, didn't get on with it. It was buggy as hell when it released as well. It's not one that I will be going back to anytime soon. There's the disappearing fog again. That's why the train's struggling. I've still got the brakes on. Rookie. Something like that, yeah. I'm like, my acceleration's really affected. I'm not sure what's going on. You've left the brakes on. Nothing to see here. Standard southern procedures. Speeding over the junction as well. Whoops. We haven't done screenshot of the week yet, partly because I've forgotten about it, but also because I haven't actually thought of a moment that is screenshot worthy. But as soon as I've gone into photo mode, the fog comes back. So there we go, that's something. Right, let's try that. That's our screenshot, I think. We might, let's just change the time of day a little bit. What should we do? Evening time? Let's go above freezing. Light clouds. That works. There we go. Right. I'm going to screenshot that. There we go. We've done it. We've done our screenshot of the week. I'm not sure that's a prize winning screenshot, but it's something. So we're fast now to New Haven town. We're not stopping at places like Southwick and stuff like that. Genuinely hate dynamic weather. See, when they brought it in, I thought it was kind of an interesting thing, but now I kind of feel like you've got a point. You might win me over, yeah. I mean, you won me over with the motion blur thing. I turned off motion blur at your advice, at your recommendation, and haven't turned it back on since. So yeah, maybe dynamic weather needs to be turned off as well. Because if I were to go into photo mode now, and then pack out. Normally, it sort of forces the fog to go away. It hasn't done it. Yeah. You might be onto something there. Because it seemed to have just set it at fog and just left it. It's not changed it or anything. It's just gone, I'm going to spawn in fog. That reset was patch. Oh, was it? Okay. I don't think I ever saw the patch notes about it, but yeah, okay. New Haven Aggregates is where we're passing now.
We are now approaching New Haven Town. We are now approaching New Haven Town.
No, not approaching it at all. I'm not sure what happened there.
This is New Haven Town. This train is the southern service to Seaford. The next station is New Haven Harbour. Welcome aboard the southern service to Seaford, calling at New Haven Harbour, Bishopston and Seaford.
Yep. Only a few stops left now.
The next station is New Haven Harbour. This is New Haven Harbour.
New Haven Harbour. Indeed. Oh, we didn't look at New Haven Town for the cat. We'll look here. It's going to be over here somewhere, isn't it? I would have thought. Not there. I am, of course, assuming that they're at every station. don't see it at the moment. I guess not then. I am of course checking the map at the roof. I don't know why I'm checking the roof, but you know, cats being cats. No. I don't know where it is. Oh. I've clipped an invisible wall there somewhere. Nope. Don't know. Unless he's on the ferry. There is a route map I haven't got. Nope. The ferry is there. It's got seagulls flying around as well. Cats are at the major stations. Okay. There's Brian Ferry. And we'll release our brakes, lock the doors and go.
Welcome aboard the Southern Service to Seaford, calling at Bishopston and Seaford. The next station is Bishopston.
Yes, it is. So we say goodbye to New Haven Harbour and Brian Ferry. The line continuing down there to New Haven Docks. Not a passenger line, of course. Not anymore, it isn't. No, no, it was once upon a time. Yeah, the ghost train, that's the one. They run it just to keep the line open. Yeah. Isn't it something like once a week? Something like that.
We are now approaching Bishopston.
I don't know how we left early from New Haven, only to end up 2 minutes late coming into Bishopston. I don't know how that happened. When did the Southern franchise come to an end and rejoin the National Railway? Must be soon. Or public ownership, whatever you call it. I'm pretty sure GWR's was coming to an end this year, if not next year. As they end their franchises, they're going to be rolled into national service. The Go Via license as a whole. Oh yeah, of course. The GWR, it's first, isn't it? And it has to be rolled. It's all rolled in there, and then. But aren't they part of a bigger group as well? First.
The next station is Seaford.
I mean, none of it's going to matter soon anyway. Yeah, I get confused by what happens, who belongs to who.
We are now approaching.
But yeah, Go Via is quite a lot of the southeast services and things. It's like Go Via Thames Link, isn't it? And then Southern. It's a Southeastern as well. They go via. And obviously, Avanti is like owned by someone else. LNER is now publicly owned. Northern's publicly owned. TFW, again, publicly owned. Not Southeastern, they were always public. Oh, of course. You're right, it's hard to keep track.
This is Seaford, where this train...
Pun intended. Unlock our doors. Oh, we got a platinum for that service. I don't know how, but we did. Correct cab setup not applicable. Okay. Okay then. Let's quickly find a quick sort of 20-minute service. We've got about 20 minutes left. We'll see if we can find a quick 20-minute service on something or other. I think the 700 was a quick. There was a 20-minute service there, wasn't there? Let's have a look. What have we got? Where's the 700? Down there. Yeah, we got a 16-minute service to Brighton, Bedford to Brighton Part 2. Drive to service from Lewis to Brighton. Let's do that one. Oh, it's early morning service. Okay. We'll run it anyway.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Or not. What have we not done? That's on. Reverser is in reverse. We want that in forwards, of course.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Okay. It's all ready to go. So let's see if we can move. Why are we not moving? Do you might change over? It's not that, it's not that. What haven't we done? No. We should technically be moving. It's going to take me the remainder of the time of the stream to work out why we aren't moving. Power supply on. That would help. No? Okay. Alright then. Interesting. I don't know. All I did was set up the train ready to go. It doesn't want to do that. We have no power, which is interesting. We also have passengers. Okay. Let's restart that. Let's restart and try and work out what on earth went wrong there. Right. First things first. Master key in. Let's turn the cab lights on. That one on. Reverse it to forwards.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Lights. That's what we want. Lights. We should be okay. The power mode is set to auto. Power supply is just whatever. I'm not going to touch that. We should be able to move. We are not moving. brakes are not releasing properly. Maybe I need to set that, I don't know. I haven't even done this one myself. No, I know. DC power, isn't it? Let's try that. That just flashes. Okay. Temporary isolation, no. None of those. Never had a problem with this before. DMI backup, no. Vigilance, no. Nothing there. Not there. With none of those. We just don't have power. Turn it all off. On. That one to forward. Then turn that on.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Yeah. It's all operational. We just have no power. Oh, hang on. We do have power. That was weird. Something in the process of setting up meant that the brakes didn't release because they were stuck at 2. However, now they did release, and all of a sudden we're doing 24 and a 15. There we are. Right, anyway, trial and error. I'll turn the cab lights off now. It is a mileage accumulation service. Are there meant to be passengers on board? Maybe, I don't know. I've never heard of anything called a mileage accumulation service, but this seems to be a thing. I assume it's something to do with fault testing. From a quick Google, it's something to do with testing the trains for any possible faults. So by accumulating a certain amount of miles, they can test them to make sure that they run. I don't know. Google's a bit lax on the results, so I'll have to do a bit more research, I think. I'm sure there's somebody out there who knows. Anyway, let's get ourselves to Brighton, and then we can end the service and end the stream. Not sure why I got an... Oh, I know. A temporary speed restriction again. Back up to 70. 1 mile away from Brighton now. We'll start slowing down as we approach London Road. Ooh. What one's that? A Heathrow one. Interesting. You've got a Heathrow Express on the front of a Gatwick Express. Very, very interesting. Right, let's. We need to slow down. A bit more than that. There we go. We probably had loads of room. It looks closer than it is. Oh, that's pretty close. It's got to be said. That's a bit close. Hello, the flying trucker. Evening. You've joined again. Kissed the buffer nearly, very nearly. Yeah. You joined just at the end. I've got it on PS5. It's nice. I've always liked East Coast. Oh, hello. What's going on there? I've always liked East Coastway. It's a route I know very well. I grew up. Flipping heck. Doesn't want me to leave the train. It's a route I know very well. I grew up in and around Brighton. So, yeah, I've always liked this route. And it looks better now with the update as well. So, always good. 8cam is bugged in Brighton. I wasn't even in the 8cam. It wasn't even the 8cam. There we are. A little bit past 10 o'clock. But that's it for another week. Yeah, Flying Trucker, you joined right at the end. But it's always nice to have you join us anyway. Any cam. Any cam, yeah. It's wrong. Yeah, I mean, nobody needs to see Brighton Station as much as that. There we are. I shall see you all next week. I'll try and get some videos out this week. I say that every week. But yeah, I have been unwell. Last week I didn't stream because I was unwell. And things. But yes, we'll try and get some videos out. Some truck stuff. I've got a new steering wheel now, so I can do some more trucking stuff and what have you. Keep an eye out. I will see you next week. Take care for now. Bye-bye.